Hello. It's Monday, the 18th of August, 2025. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in the BMW M3 GTR Street Limited series. And this is part one of a two-part mini-series within Real Racing 3 Update 13.5. Game on screen. A few people in the chat. Ozil returns, says, Yo, how are you doing? I am doing very well. Hope you are as well. Massey Edge Gamer says, Hello. Hello back. Welcome along. Good to see you again. Ozil says, I am back just to ask questions all the time. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, well, slight change of plan. I was going to just do racing in multiple series, but I thought, do you know what? Can't stream on Thursday, so I'll flip it around and we'll do this series today and tomorrow. We might still have a look at the discounts though, because there is something to discuss there tomorrow, probably after we've completed this series. And then we'll do racing in multiple series on Wednesday and Friday. And you never know, we might have a few more things to do as well, so that'd be fun. Ruba Dutter says hello. Welcome. Good to see you. And Lord Night Moon says hello also. Welcome along. Right. So, guess what? I already own this car. You can tell if I've got the game highlighted. I mean, that's not bad for a car you already own. You're just going to get 30 gold. That's awesome. I also I own it at its fully upgraded state as well. So there must have been a discount on upgrades at some point in the past. So I'm not going to go through what you need to do today in terms of cost versus reward in terms of what you need to upgrade it to. I'll cover that off tomorrow, mainly because I didn't have time to look today. But obviously there'll be part two tomorrow, and what I'll do in tomorrow's stream is down here. There should be all those details. That's the plan. That's the plan. Will it occur like that? Who knows? Who knows? Welcome along to the Player of Game series, where sometimes we forget to do everything that we promise. Right, anyway, so let's get going. So, 7-day event, BMW M3 GTR Street Limited Series. Plenty of VP. I won't actually get a great deal of reward. And if I do this and do at least one lap around the weekly time trial, I will get this this round, collect all the rewards. And the final reward is 50 gold. Oh, look at that. I've got a tack to claim for R dollars. Well, we're a bit low on R dollars. We've only got 657 million, so could run out. So I'll add that 40,000. That was close. Woo! Trust me, for those that have just started in the game, you will come to a point where you earn R dollars, you earn R dollars, you earn R, and you can't spend them. You can't spend them. It will happen. Right. Gold is looking good as well. So if there are any cars to upgrade tomorrow, we're in a good place. I reckon even after whatever we do, I'll have over 2,000 gold, which will be fantastic going into the next release. Let's click start then. Let's get going. Now, normally limited series, two things on cars that are not new in this release. One, I should get 24 hours of free servicing. And technically, you should get 24 hours of free upgrades as well. Not free upgrades, instant upgrades. So that's the first thing. The second thing. What is the second thing? The second thing is what I tend to do is I split these into two parts. So they tend to have 15 tiers. So I'll depending on how long the races are, I'll either do 9 tiers today, leaving 6 tiers tomorrow, or 10 and 5. So let's go in, let's have a look. There we go. Hunter, Speed, Snap, and Cup for tier 1. So 25%, my first target. Look at that, that's not bad. 5 gold, not bad at all. So I guess it's 5, 7, 8, and 10. Right, okay. Oh. Normally they stack the 100%. So they haven't done here. So again, that's quite interesting as well. So Ozil says, here we go. Doing one road collection at a time is better, or doing multiple 2 to 3 together, like 3 to 4 races from each series every day. It depends on what you've got available. Ideally, because the cars need time to be serviced, it would make sense to progress different series at the same time. The problem can be, if you've got multiple cars in that series. So when you open up the showcase for that car in that series, you get a 20% discount, but it's then and there only. So you do need to be careful and make sure you've got enough R dollars, assuming you're early on, to be able to take advantage of a 20% discount on buying that R dollar car. But in principle, yes, I mean, you've seen me when I race. When I'm doing the games in the series in the actual game, I don't just focus on one, I go across all of them. But your situation might be different if you're potentially going to go over a showcase of a car, which then opens that car up and then it's available to buy. And on the very moment you open up the showcase, you get a 20% discount. From what I remember, it's been a while. Massiage Gamer says, at the Fifth Guardian, my favourite car on NFS series and Gran Turismo. Oh, this car. Oh, sorry. Right, very good. Very good. Excellent. Right. Well, I'll tell you what, this car, let's have a look at it and let's see how it drives. So we'll do the Hunter first. I mean, it's a BMW. It's a BMW. So, you know, and it's an M3 and it's a GTR. And apparently it being street means it's legal. Apparently. I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not. Oh, look at that. A nice noisy car, I think, is what we're going to have during this stream. That's good to hear. Puts those electric annoying cars to shame. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that. That's what I'm talking about. All that's missing is very loud speakers in the back of the car. Yeah, so immediate reaction, I like this car. Yes. Not bad at all. Now I should have no problem completing this on the basis that the car's fully upgraded, but what we will do is we'll have a look and see if there's any banana skins early on. Sometimes you do get very quick races very early on, so in other words the cups, and it's a bit hard to get first, say for example in one lap. I do actually hope there's a few of those. I'm feeling like short races today. This is not an endurance car. this is a racing car for the street. Not that you should race in the street, obviously, but you get what I'm saying. This is what this car is all about. Game-wise, obviously. Game-wise. Whew. Almost got myself into trouble there. Ozil says, yeah, I just instantly buy cars that pop up as 20% discount. So long as that is our dollars, I 100% endorse that statement. Excellent. There we go. That is the first race completed. I have to have a look. It's 2 laps. 2 laps around West Circuit. That's all right. That's not bad. I was hoping for 1, but we got 2. Right, next up though, Speed Snap at the Red Bull Ring. It's only the national circuit, but it's a speed snap, so it doesn't matter anyway, does it really? Let's see what we can do. Do you know what? Seems like we don't have to rush off. Let's have a look inside. I mean, it's, in fairness, it's quite basic inside. Oh, but can you smell the newness in that car? No, it's a game, you can't. Don't be silly. There we go, easily done. Smashed it out of the park. Ozil asks, again, here we go, more questions. When is the new season again? I forgot. Well, it's only a week away. So the release will be, the next release comes out a week today, although technically speaking, it depends where you are. But yeah, it's just over a week away. As of this time, which is 7 p.m., just after 7 p.m. UK time, it's 1 week and 2 hours away. Fingers crossed. Sometimes they're late in terms of hours. But yeah, very excited. Please be a decent release. Please have maybe not plenty of cars to win, but at least have a number of cars to win. Okay, right. So we're on to the Cup. It's the West Circuit at Suzuka. Let's go. And to be fair, when I say new season, it might not be a new season. It might be a new round rather than season. But the point is the next release with a new bunch of cars in it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Right, so it's 16 cars, 2 laps. This should not be a problem. That we're already in third. We'll take a time. Yeah, I do like this car. It's nicely balanced, and it's got a nice roar as well. It's almost growling. There we go, in first before the end of lap 1. One minute 19, I reckon we can beat that, because obviously it was a standing start the first lap. Oops, a little bit off track there. Alright, and we are away. Well in the lead, 400 yards. So Ozil says it's 11:40 p.m. here and 18th of August now, so I guess not that different. Well, effectively, you guys won't get the release until the early mornings of the 26th. But for me, it should come out around about 9 p.m. on the 25th. I will do so. The game developers release like a set of release notes with all the updates on Thursday. I review those and then I'll give an overview of what's coming on the Monday stream. I am looking forward to it. I just hope it's. I mean, if it's 8 weeks, I don't mind that. But what I want is for there to be plenty of cars to win if it's 8 weeks. But we'll see. We'll see. So there we go. That is tier 1 completed. On to tier 2. YouTube at the back end's playing up. Everything looks okay, but yeah, they're having a bit of a hissy fit, which is a bit of a shame. So it happens. It happens. Just on the YouTube side, though, at this moment in time. Right. So tier 2. Let's start with autocross. Then we'll do the speed record, and then finally the cup. Now, with it being Mount Panorama, that is a long lap. So is it 1? Yes, it is. Excellent. That's what I like to see. It's looking good. Right, autocross at Francorchamps. 36 seconds. Let's see if we can smash this out of the water. Sure we can. I've got a fully upgraded car. There we go, nice and easy. 32 seconds. That's plenty of leeway if you don't have a fully upgraded car. Ozil says, oh, Thursday we would know which cars and what is going to come on Monday. Okay, we'll join 2 on Thursday. I probably won't do it on Thursday because it doesn't come out until typically after my stream has finished. But obviously you're welcome to join on Thursday. What I tend to do is have a look through the release notes and then give my opinion on the Monday stream. But hopefully you will join the Thursday stream and then again on the Monday. There we go. 8%, 4 races done. On to the speed record. It's the club circuit at Circuit of America. So a shorter circuit, 140 miles per hour. Let's see what we can do. Nice long straight, get this done. There we go. Still managed to go off track. Doesn't matter, it was all about getting first. Here we go. So Ozil says you have fully maxed cars, this one, and some of the road collection one. So definitely you have used gold there. So is it worth maxing out road collection cars by gold? Um, so I only fully upgrade cars when one, well, mostly, I'd say 99%. What I tend to do is only upgrade cars when there's some form of discount on upgrades. But the other thing is, I don't then just go for it. I look at if the car has what's known as an exclusive series. So, exclusive series only open up for that car if you've fully upgraded that car. So it is all about balancing out. But I mean, fundamentally, what I would say is if you are early on in the gaming, so you don't have many cars in your garage, your focus should be um, winning cars. Well, and winning cars are not necessarily focusing on fully upgrading them at this stage because you just won't have the resources available in terms of either R dollars, M dollars, or gold. So it is important to balance that out, I would say. So at the beginning, focus on buying cars if there are dollars, winning cars in the events when obviously they're going to cost gold. But in terms of upgrading cars with discounts, if you haven't got many in your garage, hold off on that. Wait until you've got quite a big garage, and then once you find out, I'd say sort of the turning point is on a sort of like a round. If you start having cars like I do all the time now that you already own, and there's an event for a car you already own, you know you're not even going to have to spend any money in that event. And that usually means you can then have a bit of free money to then start looking at strategizing what cars to upgrade based on the discounts that are available over the that particular round. So it is an element of strategy there. But as I said, if you're early on, I would avoid upgrading cars to begin with, or avoid um, upgrading cars that cost gold to upgrade. If it's R dollars, sure, fill your boots. But if it's gold, save your gold for the time being. Use it to win cars, not to upgrade cars. Right, okay, on to the cup. Mount Panorama. It's one lap. I would imagine I've got 16 opponents in total, including myself. Yes, is the answer to that. Now, this is the sort of challenge I like. One lap special, 16th to first. Me, Mount Panorama, always staying out of trouble at the first corner. I always like to go around the outside. They all try and cut that corner. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Into first already. There we go. Well in the lead. Nice car this. Nice car, I like it. But it's not exactly a slouch. I mean, look what we're doing there. We're not really pushing the engine that hard, and we're up to 175 miles per hour. Probably could go a little bit quicker. this will mean 2 tiers completed. There we go. All right. On to tier 3. More raw dollars earned. Skip the video. 13%. Right, so we've got head-to-head, speed snap, and cup on tier 3. Got to have a look at the cup, see how many laps it is. 2 laps around Dubai, but it is only the national circuits. So again, that's pretty good. A nice, quick race to begin with. Okay, let's do the head-to-head around the West Circuit at Lime Rock Park. 1 lap, as all head-to-head should be. Let's go. There we go. So far, so good. Nice and easy. Those outputs, yeah, I have maxed like 2 to 3 BMWs as it is required in the whole amateur series, so I won't be serving it again and again. 2 times servicing helps a lot completing faster. Okay, fair enough. Right, service the car. It's free and it's instant. %15% onto speed snap. It's around Melbourne. Don't mind Melbourne when there's just 1 car on the track. It's when it's full of cars that it's a bit more oof. There we go. Another relatively easy one. I do find, obviously, that the even though it's only the Cup that has a minimum PR, the other races in that particular tier do tend to be of a similar minimum PR, even though it doesn't state it. So I find all the races early on a lot easier to complete than or come first in than the races later on, and that is not just being applied to the Cup, but also the other races in that particular tier as well. 17% onto the Cup, a minimum PR of 50.2. The national circuit at Dubai, I've obviously fully upgraded the car, so it's 64.6. Won't have a problem with that at all. As I said, in tomorrow's stream, I will put the details up about what you need to upgrade the car to, what the cost is. Yeah. Well, I'll do that and put it in tomorrow's stream. Seems like we're splitting this up to 2 parts. Now I'm doing something different here. I'm going down the inside. Look how they've all gone to the outside. So for me, it is all about staying out of trouble. There we go, into second, into first, before the end of lap 1. Yeah, there we go. We haven't got to go all the way down this long straight. Pretty much cuts half the Grand Prix circuit out. There we go. One lap almost done. 200 yards ahead of second. So I'd say at the moment, no banana skins seen. Oh, my first skid. In this car, that is. For today. Ozil says this car has got good grip. Seems great. Yeah, it's a good car. I like it. It's a good car. Leopard Messiah enters the chat, says hi again. This was a fun one. Nice to get a new car, but it's sad it had to be so heavily upgraded. The lowest PR was 62.9, I think. Okay, well, we will have a look at that tomorrow. I'm not looking to complete this today. I'll look to complete it tomorrow. And I'll look up all the costs of the upgrades as well and put that into the if it is 62.9, that's quite high based on the car having a max PR of 64.6. So ouch if that is the case. Right, so if you'd only applied one upgrade, which obviously only costs $R, you'd only be able to do Autocross and Hunter, and you wouldn't quite have enough PR to do the Cup. So, first set of rewards are like to be earned here. So, let's do the Autocross first around the Grand Prix circuit at Nürburgring. What have we got to beat? 58 seconds, so it's a long open cross. Autocross, sorry. There we go. Relatively straightforward, that. No problems so far. Lepo Masai says, yeah, the last race was 62.9. I did it tonight. Okay, very well done. We'll have a look at the cost then for that. Lepo Masai also says, very easy though. Good. Hopefully very quick as well. We've been racing for 35 minutes up to this point, and we've almost done up to 25%. So I don't think that's too bad. Okay, there we go. 22%. Next up, the Hunter at the Grand Prix circuit at Sebring International Raceway. This is my new favourite track. bit intrigued how it will be on this with this car though, because I can't imagine this car. Actually, I can imagine this car being quite suited to this. To be fair. All right, and we're off. 1,400 yards we've got to catch up, and that's just to get to the Hunters. There we go, less than 1,000 yards just coming up. $800, $700, $600, $500. Oh, almost. $400, $300. There's the Hunter. Get overtaking him. There we go. Yards ahead. Here we go, first. Oh dear. So Leopard Messiah says it did feel like it took forever, even though I only had one restart at a race. Oh dear. And also puts, I hate the last corner of Sebring. I don't mind it. I can understand why you don't like it, because you've got a long straight and you've got that continuous corner. What makes it worse is you don't know what the edge of the track is, because you can't hardly see it because of the change on surface colour. But overall, I do really like the Sebring International Raceway. It's a good track. Sorry, International Raceway. Right, okay, 24%. On to the Cup. It's the Grand Prix circuit at Silverstone. Now, if this is going to be quick, I hope this is one lap. Ah, it's two. Ah, there we go. It is a full set of cars though, 22 cars on track. Got to go some, I think, to get first. The Grand Prix is quite easy. This British Grand Prix track, Silverstone, is quite good in terms of overtaking opportunities. But it's very hard to pass a shed load of cars. So it might be a little bit of a big ask to be in first before the end of lap one. Although I am already in 5th position, so that's not too bad. Now that third, there we go, on the podium already. Take it all back, I will be in first before the end of lap one. There we go. Slight skid there. There we go. Well into the lead now. One more lap still to go though, unfortunately. Oh, off track. A little bit crazy there. First position, one lap down, one more lap to go. A 1:57. Oh, lost it a bit there as well. A few little errors creeping in. All right. There we go, 1:44. Not bad. Virtual medical doctor Iyake says, hello, Mr. Tony. Hello back. Good to see you again. Welcome along. You join as I just get tier 4 completed, and therefore my first set of rewards, 25% completed, achieved, 5 gold gained. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Right, I'm skipping the videos for the moment. You'll notice there they are 2 times, so I will do my best to earn some of those a little bit later on, but not at the moment. 26%. On to tier 5. We've been racing now for 45 minutes. That's not too bad. So it's elimination, speed record, and cup in the tier 5. Question as always, how many laps on the cup? It's 3 laps. 3 laps on a Grand Prix circuit. So my immediate reaction on this is it will be quite a long limited series, unfortunately. It looks to me, with the only on tier 5, a Grand Prix circuit cup is 3 laps. We're going to have some long races, I think, in this one, unfortunately. Oh well. Right, anyway, first off, elimination at Daytona International Speedway, and it's around the road course. Into 4th, into 2nd, into 1st. There we go. Just got to stay there now. Oh, oh, I will say the brakes on this thing are pretty good. Just as well, because I did brake late there. Alright, 5 cars left in the race. I'm first by coming up to 200 yards. I don't see me getting caught. Alright, I'm first, but there's only 3 cars left in the race. The worst I can finish is third. Into 2 cars left in the race. 400 yards ahead is second, so again, pretty easy up to this point. Massey Edge Gamer presents a gold medal. Well done, thank you very much. And Leper Messiah says, oof, 5 out of 5 for engine, 3 out of 5 for drivetrain, body was 3 out of 4, exhaust 3 out of 4, and brakes as well, and 3 out of 4 for tyres. Oh, that's a bit unusual though. Normally you just have to do 3 across the board. Ouch. That's a shame. That is a shame. All right, skip video. 28% onto the speed record at the club circuit at Circuit de Catalunya. In other words, get your foot down and go as fast as you can. Now again, this is another quick and fast circuit, so we'll be done very quickly. It's just a case of, can I get top speed? Not with driving like that, I won't. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. There we go. Leper Messiah says it was 61.6. Sorry, that does make a lot more sense. Yes, so you could have done it with, well, you should have been able to complete it with 3 across the board. And Leper Messiah says, I'm not experienced in tuning, so it's only me being a noob. No problem at all. And you're not. Don't be silly. Everyone has to learn. Everyone has to gain their experience. And I'm not talking about just the game. It's just what has to be. It's the only way you improve. Right, okay, so we're on to the Cup. As I said already, Grand Prix circuit, Hockenheimring, and it's 3 laps. 3 laps. It's a long one. 22 cars in the race, 21 cars to overtake. my best not to crash into cars, at least for the time being. Alright, we're up to 10th, 9th, 8th, 7, 6, 5. I'm going to cut the corner here. There you go. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. First before the end of lap 1, which unfortunately means I've got 2 laps still to do without any entertaining overtaking. Never mind. So that was a 1:41.552. Pretty sure I can beat that, because it was a standing start, the first lap. Always get word to brake on this wrong. That area there is the hardest to figure out where to brake. Now normally for a lot of cars, especially the supercars or the hypercars, you have to brake round about that green felt on the left hand side there. But you can brake quite late in this car. I'll tell you what I did do over the weekend. I did see F1, the movie, and I saw it on IMAX, and yeah, it was enjoyable. It was a good film. That's how I would describe it, a good film. I would say in terms of racing movies, Rush is a much better film, but I did enjoy F1, the movie. Some of the storytelling was a little bit cliche. You knew exactly what was going to happen, but it was a good story. It was a good story. Nice little character arcs as well. Enjoyable. But we are on the final lap of this particular cup. We're ahead by 900 yards. And look at that, we are catching back markers. Catching and overtaking. A 1:26, that's not bad. Right. Brian Muruti enters the chat and says, how did you get all that R dollars? Playing the game a long time, and obviously all the new cars cost gold and not R dollars. And when I say they cost gold, I mean in terms of the upgrades. So yeah, you just end up accruing, and obviously with the amount of racing that I do, you earn more R dollars than what you spend. So yeah, it just accrues over a period of time. I think it's more of a case of once you've sort of almost like broken the camel's back, so your road collection is above 50%, usually means that you've got pretty well into the series, and you start earning a half decent amount of our dollars just by doing racing, and you don't spend anywhere near that amount. So yeah, it's just something that's accrued over time. Massey Edge Gamer says German car, German track. Indeed. Leopard Messiah said they'll get longer. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Yes, so unfortunately this does look like a limited series. That in fairness, the car is fun, but the races are long, which is a bit of a shame. Brian Maruti says, before starting the race, tap the box showing the crew and hire them. So the reason why I've not done that, if we go on to tier 6, I'll explain in a minute. So tier 6, we've got Autocross, Speed Snap, and Cup. It's another Grand Prix circuit. This time it's another German track. It's the Nürburgring. And again, it's 3 laps. Now, you see there, I've only got, the only flashing guy is Michael, who's the manager, and it means I'll earn double our dollars, which obviously I'm not that bothered about. But what I do tend to do is save both Michael and the agent for some of the longer races, which will occur later on. Or I may even do a long race off screen and save them for that. So that's why I don't always use them. But you do raise a good point, and that is again for everyone to be aware. You are able to play a video. You see the blue hire button that plays a video and enables you to have either an agent or the engineer or the manager available, and you have the capability of playing an ad to earn one of those crew 5 times a day. So it is important to do, especially early on. Maximize your wins, maximize the durability of the car. Definitely important. I don't tend to bother with a lot of that anymore because, yeah, just tend not to nowadays. But it is important early on for sure. Cabello Modisani says, greetings, brother. Hope all is well with you. Thank you very much. It is, actually. Yeah, not too bad at all. I hope all is well with you. They ask, how long have you been playing Real Racing 3, if I may ask? Your progress is inspiring. Well, on and off for probably close to 12 years. I did put it down quite a few years ago when they released one of the NASCAR events because they changed the way in which the racing worked. It was the first time I'd experienced the fact that you had to lose to result in the computer opponent slowing down, and I just didn't like that. So I put it down for a couple of years, but I did come back. And I've been playing regularly now for a number of years, absolutely. And indeed, I've been streaming now, this particular game. That wasn't the plan to begin with. Over a year now. Over a year. Leper Messiah says, all right, okay. A message to one of the people in the chat. Yep, I like that. That's all good. Nice conversations within the chat. All good from my perspective. Right, okay. So the Nürburgring, 3 laps. Unfortunately, it's at night. And do you know what? It's not particularly well lit. Why do they do this? Why? Okay, so we got 22 cars on track, 21 cars to overtake. It's another long cup. Am I doing this first? Have I done the other 2 and forgotten all about it? Now, sometimes I can find myself in first place by the 5th corner. Good grief. Look at that. Which, you know, again, why? Why is it 3 laps? It doesn't need to be. I'm already in first. Everyone says you don't take the racing line. Well, now you understand why. When everyone takes the racing line, they just follow behind each other. I mean, where's the fun in that? It's racing, not follow my leader. Anyway, there we go. We're in first. We're on lap 1. We've got 2 laps to go after this. We're in a car that grips really well. Has excellent brakes. Is well balanced. And you know what? It's fun to drive. I'm really enjoying driving this car. So much so, I feel like not cheating. So I won't go sliding off there. Okay, that's lap 1 just about completed. In a time of 1 minute, or almost 1 minute 51 to be fair. Now we should go quicker simply on the basis that lap 1 was a standing start. Oh, we've had our first skid in this race. All right, there we go. 600 yards ahead of second. Obviously we do have a fully upgraded car, that does make it easier. All right. Through that little chicane there. 2 laps almost done. This time it's a 1:40, 3.494. Not entirely sure that's a brilliant time, but hey, good enough to get first. I suppose the only question left is, will we catch back markers? You know what, this car is excellent to drive. I'm enjoying racing this car. Round the corner, there we go. Almost home. All right. I think we've gone even quicker that time, a 1:42.299 and another first. Josu enters the chat and says, hello Guardian, hello back, welcome along, good to see you again. Leopard Messiah says, just increase your screen display lighter. I turn close to max, and it's like racing in the afternoon. Oh, yeah. Oh, for me, the problem it's not so much the sort of like the balance or the lightness or the brightness. It's the reflection. It's the reflection from the light onto the iPad. That's the bit that bothers me when I'm doing a night race, especially when you haven't got anything lit up. It just makes it hard to see where you're going. But thank you very much for the advice. Duly noted. Cabello Modesani says, awesome stuff, dude. Stay rocking. Thank you very much. I shall try. Leper Messiah says, it's one of the best of those I now have. What I now have? What road cars I now have in regards to the road cars? Ah, right. Yes. Yeah, it is a good one. It is a good car. And it's a car that is well balanced. I do think that's important. I don't like some of these hypercars where they're so fast and then the brakes are like, so they're, in terms of the skate. In fact, let's bring it up. Look at that. I mean, look at that. That is pretty well balanced. Indeed, the braking is the best on this car. Now, it looks like the grip is only half, but it's equivalent to the top speed. And acceleration is obviously pretty good as well. So there we go. I actually think that's a pretty well balanced car. Not bad at all. Right, okay. So I did do the cup first. Don't know why. Must have had a brain fart. But actually, that works out pretty good because it means we've got 2 quick races to complete Tier 6 now. Starting with Autocross around Laguna Seca. Got to do it in a time of 30 seconds. We've been racing 1 hour, 10 minutes. And I tell you what, this feels like it's flown by. There we go. Nice and easy. I did take my time a bit there, but I was still a couple of seconds quicker than the best of the rest. All right. Service the car. It's instant and it's free for the next 22 and a bit hours. Speed Snap next. East Circuit at Suzuka. All right. It's going to be a case of going a bit slow here and then being able to speed out of this turn. And I've messed it up. I've messed it up. Tony, what have you done there? Oh, sorry, boss. I messed it up. Let's try that again. Completely and utterly made an absolute pig's ear of that. Now, this is not about how well upgraded your car is. This is about you as a driver. And I showed myself to be absolutely rubbish there. So let's try that again. There we go. I don't know. That was harder than it needed to be, but we did get first. So there's a retry, one retry up to this point. But again, always with Speed Snap, it is about just getting it right, how to get through that corner at lower speed and accelerate out. And I did accelerate too early, hence why I went off track. There we go. Tiers 1 to 6 completed. On to Tier 7. We've got Hunter, Elimination, and then the Cup. Now, I'm not going to do the Cup first, but I'm always wanting to take a sneak peek at the number of laps. So again, it's free. Again, it's free. Okay. So Hunter next. National Circuit at Silverstone. Quicker race, this one. Leopard Messiah says, sorry for my bad English. It's my second language. Don't worry, not a problem at all. I can normally figure the sentence out, but that did result in me tripping over my tongue. But no problem whatsoever. Alright, we've got to go some 600 yards behind. 400. Get around this corner so I can accelerate out. There we go. $300, 200, 100. Let's get him overtaken. There we go. Into fourth. Third, second, first. Thank you very much. Man, I do like this car. Why can't we have more cars like this in the game? Do you see what I mean? It's a mid-range PR car, but it's such fun to drive. Leopard Messiah says, I really don't like Speed Snap at Laguna Seca. Yeah, that is a good one. It is a good test, to be fair, that one. Because it is all about, there's a classic example of approaching the corner, not at top speed, and finding that point when you can accelerate out. It is a good test, that particular Speed Snap. Anyway, next we've got elimination at the national circuit at Dubai. Now, I don't know why, I always find the Dubai Autodrome a bit of a boring track. I always feel it's a bit long, even the shorter ones. I'm going down the middle just for a change. I may regret this. And again, I might not. Okay. Good. We're in first. 7 cars left in the race, and we're about 100 yards ahead of second. And that's 6 cars left in the race. There we go, round the corner. 5 cars in the race. 250 yards ahead of second. Almost guaranteed a podium. 4 cars left in the race, although I would have to do something really crazy if I didn't to not win this from this position. But it's been known, so don't rule it out. There we are, guaranteed podium. 500 yards ahead of first though, so of second rather. So definitely looking like the win. Oh, there we go. Thought I'd do a bit of skidding. We go. Okay. There we go. That is another first. Unfortunately, now we're on to the Cup. We are getting closer, though, to 50% completion. 44% at the moment, so that will happen in Tier 8. 1 hour, 17 minutes into the stream. Pretty okay at the moment, so we'll carry on. No problems here. Road course, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I do like this track. The Cup has 3 laps now. What's the betting I get to first by the end of lap 1? Let's find out. I wouldn't normally do this, but it's been a bit of fun doing this. So right, I'm gonna nip in just behind this guy. There you go. There we go. Into 12th, into 10th. Into 7th, into 6th. Into 5th, into 4th. 3rd, 2nd. Oh, lost it a bit there. First, boom. Knew that would be the case. Alright, now, is this car as good as grip as I think it is? Can I just put it down, the acceleration, and not lose it? There we go. That is what you call a good grippy car, if it can do that. Okay, so 125.159. Should beat it, because it's standing start the first lap. I reckon I could have braked a lot later into that first corner as well. So we'll save that for the 3rd lap. So I reckon lap 2 will be quicker, and lap 3, so long as I don't make any mistakes, should be even quicker. Leopard Messiah says, have a nice evening. Thank you very much. You too. Enjoy the rest of yours. Or not, if it's almost the next day. In which case, have a good night's sleep. Now again, made a few errors there, but I reckon this will be a lot quicker than the previous lap. Flying through this corner again. A good test if a car has grip. There we go, a 112, a 112.687. I think I can go even quicker. Man, I like this car. So, you know the safety car and the Black Series car we've been talking about, and it's got no grip, yet this car has. Except when I drive it, of course. Yes, I wasn't quicker. For 113. I fell on my own sword there. Leopard Messiah says, what do you think of tests like ramming of a bumper and so on? I think they should drop them personally. All right, Leopard Mosai says, I'm in Norway, so it's evening here too. I guess you're in England. I am indeed. In which case, yeah, have a great evening. Have a great evening. It's getting on a bit though now here. Sun's going down, if it's not down already. Still a little bit of light outside, but not much. Right, there we go. That is another tier completed. Tier 7 completed. 46% of the series completed as well. On to tier 8. So we've got head-to-head, autocross, and yeah, my new favourite track, Sebring International Raceway. So what do we reckon? It's the Grand Prix circuit. Do we think it's 3 or 4 laps? It's free still. Well, that's a relief. But considering we're only at 50%, you know, it does suggest after 50% they're going to go 4, 5, maybe even 6 laps. Right, let's do the head-to-head first. Daytona International Speedway, motorcycle course, one of my least favourite tracks. There is a head-to-head. So there's only 2 of us on track. It's a 1-lap special. Let's go. Bit of a skid there. We are nevertheless in the lead by 200 yards. Let's bring this home. Definitely felt like it was struggling as I crossed the line there. There we go. Another first, 48%. I think this will take me up to. %, so autocross to get to 50% and the second set of rewards. Foot down, get it done. Or to be more precise, finger down, get it done. Ooh, right on the edge there. Man, feel like I blew that out of the water. 22 seconds. I do like this car. There we go. Right. Okay. Second set of rewards coming our way. 7 gold. Apparently some more dollars as well. And 1,000 VP. Still no reward on the VP side though. Right, okay. So we're going to carry on for a bit, yeah. I think we're going to do at least half an hour. So we'll carry on. So Grand Prix circuit, Sebring International Raceway. This is to complete tier 8, 3 lap special. You know, because 4 laps aren't, neither 2. Just how it goes. Now, can we get to first in one lap? I'm going to go no on this one. I love the rattling of the cars, it's so funny. Yeah, this one's going to be hard. Okay, into ninth though, that's not too bad. About eighth. It always makes me laugh how they're just following each other. Okay, into sixth. Into fifth. 4 cars left to overtake. Okay, third, no, fourth, sorry. 4. Okay, this isn't too bad. Fourth. 2 laps after this, 3 cars to overtake, can see them all in front of me. We'll probably get into third before the end of this lap. There we go, that's not a bad effort. Third by the end of lap 1. 2 cars to overtake, 2 laps to do it in. Alright, there we go, in first already. This car is well suited to this track. There we go. Slightly off track there. But in first, 200 yards ahead of second. 1 more lap after this. Rattle that car. That's gonna hurt. This final lap has been a little bit woeful up to this point. Right, we should be okay from this point onward. Said skidding. Oh, a little bit off track there. There we go, first. That was a good race. I did enjoy that. So, Cabello Modisani says, I own this M3 and it's a wonderful car. I agree with that. I did about 3 races in this particular series, but I am nowhere near able to afford to fully upgrade the car yet. I'm only on 120 gold coins. Oh dear. Oh dear. So I know it's a little bit after the fact, so okay, just obviously do your best. But what I would suggest to yourself going forward is what I tend to do is when it comes to events, I always make sure I've got at least 1,000 gold in my pot before I try an event, and that usually makes sure I can complete it. And if I run into mishap, I've got a little bit of spare gold to get me out of trouble. You have got 7 days, so best of luck. What I will do is in tomorrow's stream down here, I'll put the details up of the total cost that you'll need to get to, both in terms of our dollars and gold, to be able to have a minimum PR on the car to complete this limited series. But if you have already opened it, at least you do have 7 days to complete it in. So fingers crossed for you. Right, okay, so just service the car. That's, I believe, tier 8 now completed. Tier 9 open. We've got speed record, speed snap, and the junior course at Monza. Now, it's the junior course. It's 8 laps. Oh, no. That's like 4 laps of Monza Grand Prix circuit. Oh, man. Oof. Right, okay. Fine. Whinge moan, fine. Right, we'll start with the speed record. Melbourne. Now, if you're struggling at winning this, start from behind the finish line, because the fastest part of this track is sort of at the end of this straight. But I reckon I've still got enough in this car to get first, so let's find out. Oh dear. Well, I'll tell you what, not like that. Possibly down here. Come on. There we go. There we go, nice and easy there. Although I did smash the car up, so Eric's going to be needed for a bit of body work repair. Hello, Modisani says, appreciate that, dude. Thanks. But honestly speaking, I have a long way to go. So patience is key, because getting to 1,000 gold coins is no small feat. Appreciate your feedback. You are indeed correct. It isn't. It is not a small feat. Correct. But that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Always try to have 1,000 gold. And sometimes I do go. I literally there is a stream where I go down to 0 gold. It's a while ago, but the point is I was staying away from doing any of the events. I then built it back up and didn't start the events until I'd got at least 1,000 gold on board. Yeah. Right, Speed Snap next. Laguna Seca. So I think Leper Messiah said they didn't like this particular Speed Snap, and I fully understand why. It's a tough one, this one. Let's see how we get on. So this corner here, you sort of got to slow down so you can accelerate out of it early. There we go. Now for once, I got that done first time. That doesn't always happen because it is a tough speed snap, that particular one. But there we go. First by quite a bit. Obviously helped by the fact I've got the car fully upgraded. Nice and straightforward. %57% onto the cup. 8 laps around Baby Monza, as we like to call it here. Baby Monza. Junior Monza. Ooh, I'll tell you what, a squeeze through there. Alright, okay. Probably get 5th. Yes. I'm going to brake late so I think this car can take it. Alright, 4th. Not going to get 1st by the end of lap 1, but that's fine. There we go. So into 1st already. It is a case of just getting round now. There we go. Plus the car's brakes. Only at 3 laps completed. 5 more laps to go. 350 yards ahead a second though. I reckon I'm going to start catching back markers soon. There we go. Not even halfway through the race and I've already caught a back marker. One back marker, 2 back marker. Three back marker. Oh, almost whacked him. Did he just put his brakes on as well? Oh dear, that was bad driving. Alright. We're getting through these, we're getting through these. Now, interesting enough, up to this point, there hasn't been any endurance races. So I'm a bit worried there might be a few endurance races in the last part of this limited series. Final lap. So I think I will do one more tier and then finish with 10 tiers done, 5 left to do. There we go. There we go. Right. So Cabello Modisani says, I'm one of those idiots that will brake late just to push my luck if I trust the car enough. Laugh out loud. Well, I'll tell you what, you can trust this car. It's been a pleasure to drive this car this evening. So yeah, we'll do one more tier and then we'll call it a day and then come back for part 2 tomorrow. So tier 10, did I just see an endurance there? Tell me I didn't. No, elimination. So we've got elimination head to head and the Grand Prix circuit, a Red Bull ring, which is 5 laps. Oof. Right, let's get these done. Sebring International Raceway elimination. Let's go. There we go. Into first already. Five cars left in the race. $50 ahead of second. Guaranteed podium. 200 yards ahead of second as well. Just don't mess this up like you did the other time. Ah, you messed it up. Two cars left. There we go. First. Bello Modisani says, great work, champ. Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say so. Much appreciated. All right. Here we go. So that's elimination done. 2 more races this evening. Next up, head-to-head at the Grand Prix circuit at Dubai. Which is a bit of a boring circuit, to be fair. But hey, it's a head-to-head. It's a 1 lap. Can't complain too much. Stay Frosty. Take second. As I've got first. A little bit off there. Still in the lead. There we go. All the way down this long straight. Yards ahead a second. There we go, that is the head-to-head completed in first as well. Alright, so final race for today. Service the car, it's instant and it's free. 5 laps around the Grand Prix circuit at the Red Bull Ring. 64%, so we'll finish on about 66%. But typically, the last 5 tiers will take longer because typically the cups have more laps. But hey, that's how it goes. Messed up there. Not to worry, not to worry. 16, 15. Maybe. Thank you. 12. Into 10. make that 8th. On to 7th. Not going to be first by the end of lap 1. It's like we're going to be 6th. Which is 5 cars to overtake, including that one, and 4 laps to do it in. A little bit of paint damage, never mind. Into 3rd. Make that 2nd. Unstoppable at the moment. Oh. Okay, so we're in 1st, 300 yards ahead of 2nd. Got 2 laps to go after this. Yards. Okay, so 2 laps to go. 1st place, 400 yards ahead of 2nd. Oh, if only all cars drove like this. Oh. Almost off that. Alright, 1 more lap to go after this one. Are we going to catch back markers? At this moment in time, it doesn't look like it. Oh no, I've just seen one. There we go. could easily catch that back marker. So in 5 laps, we've caught a back marker. That's crazy. Whoops. Oh dear. They're a bit ragged at the end there, but there we go. That is the cup completed in tier 10. Right, we'll service that car ready for tomorrow, even though it doesn't need it, because it's free and it's instant. Okay, right, there we go. So that is as far as we're going today in terms of that limited series. Oh, and look, it's an endurance. Let's just have a look at this, because this will be ridiculous, won't it? So we've got an endurance, and the cup is 8 laps. Or do you know what? Tomorrow will probably last as long as what today has lasted. So we've been racing coming up to 2 hours. We'll leave it there. We'll start the stream a little bit earlier, and we'll take advantage of the 24 hours allowed to have free servicing. I'll start the stream 2 hours earlier than today-ish. Should be enough time to get this completed. But yeah, that's crazy. But that was good. I did enjoy racing that car, and that does make a difference when some of the races are so long. Cabello Modesani says, "I've been meaning to ask, do you own a Veneno, the Lamborghini? We'll show you in a minute. I hear it's ridiculously expensive to upgrade, and for the most part handles like a hippopotamus. Any experience? Thanks again." So I do own one of those cars, and it's horrible to drive, from what I remember. That's the one, isn't it? There you go. Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be horrible, should it? But it is. And the reason why it's horrible is because, again, we talk about well-balanced cars. So we think about the BMW that we've just been driving, where top speed was probably the worst part, but it was still pretty good. Acceleration was pretty good, but where it excelled was in brakes and grip. Now look at this car. Grip is the worst, unfortunately. Now, in fairness, after that, it's the top speed. But yeah, you see there as well. I haven't got that fully graded. So let's have a look at. I've only got 16 out of 19, so this will be one of those cars. I mean, I don't know how I've even got it, because I've only done 16 out of 29. I mean, look at that. 125 just for engine free, drivetrain free. 180. In fact, engine free 125, drivetrain 4 180. Yeah, you can see there straight away. It's an expensive car, so I left it well alone. Now, what series is it in? The thing is, it's in loads of series. Do you know what? I might not have been thinking of that car. I might have been thinking of this car. That's a pain to drive as well. Anyway, there we go. There we go. Right, so before I leave, I just want to point out that tomorrow being Tuesday is a new, means there's a new multiplayer tournament, a new weekly tournament, and therefore there'll be some cars on sale as well. So I won't talk about that at the beginning of the stream, but I will touch on it. I might even do some racing at the end of tomorrow's stream. But you'll see there, multiplayer, I've got to 6 gold, I'm leaving it. I'm not bothered about doing any more. And I'm okay with where I've come in terms of weekly time trial. It seems to be a common occurrence for me that if I've got a car fully upgraded, I get into Group C, but I just can't push the boundaries into Group B. So 50 gold, that'll come down on Wednesday. The 6 gold will come down tomorrow morning. And there'll be a new weekly time trial and multiplayer online tournament. But tomorrow, first off, we'll focus on getting that limited series to 100%. And I'll have 8 gold about to win and then 10 gold to win. Plus, if we do just one lap around the weekly time trial, we should be able to take the VP rewards all the way up to the end, 50,750, and earn ourselves an additional 50 gold. So definitely worthwhile doing. There we go. That is the end of the stream. I hope you all have enjoyed it. One final comment from Cabello. He says, yeah, you're absolutely right. That M3 is track heaven. I wasted most of my gold on that blasted Countach LPI 800. That's why I'm down to 120. The Siesto Elemento also sucks. Have a great evening. You too, my friend. You too. Yeah. Right. So that will be back tomorrow. Let's take the game off screen when I can find my mouse. There we go. Boom. Let's silence the game audio. Right, so that was fun. Right, it's nice to drive a car that's just plenty of fun. And the BMW M3 GTR Street is that car. Lots of fun had. Limited series, not so much. I never like it when the cups are long, but you can almost put up with it when you're driving such a good car as that BMW is. Yeah, I loved driving that. So there'll be more of that tomorrow. Can't outthink the last 5 tiers will take probably as long to complete as the first 10, which is a bit of a shame, but that's how it goes. Right. Okay. So thank you all for watching. As always, thank you for everyone that commented in the chat. It's always very much appreciated. Do like having a little bit of banter while I'm racing a car. If you did enjoy this video, if you would be so kind, if you haven't already, giving it a thumbs up or a like, very much appreciated in advance. In addition, if you do like this sort of content and you'd like to see more of it, then if you watch on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian. And if you watch on Rumble, then please give the Fifth Guardian channel a follow. All right. With that being said, hope to see you all tomorrow, where I will attempt to complete the limited series for the BMW M3 GTR Street. But all that remains for me to say is whatever is left of your day, hope it's a good one. Until tomorrow, thank you and goodbye.